G'day there everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Now, I know a lot of you haven't got access to a Microsoft Copilot licenses yet. There is a lot of learning material and things like that out there at the moment, but a lot of it is text-based and it doesn't really add any context or value for you. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the process of crafting an effective prompt visually inside of Copilot for Microsoft 365. And we're going to go through a use case where we can reference other documents or other files that we do have in our OneDrive for Business, just to show the power and what we can actually do if we're crafting a good prompt and the output that can provide. So we're going to start with a basic prompt. And we're going to start with the goal of a basic prompt. Okay, so let's just set the scene first. I've got in my OneDrive for Business, which I'll just open up. I've got my files and I've got this folder here and I've got 3 files. So I've got my Contoso Chai Tea Market Trends 2023 document. So we'll open that and we'll have a look at what that is. We'll open all 3 of them up. I've got a spreadsheet here as well, which is market trends. And I've also got a market trend report for our product called Protein Shake. So I'll open each of these in the browser. You can see I've got this Word document, the market trend report. I've got a spreadsheet, which is our market trends in here. And I've also got this document here for the Contoso Chai Tea Market Trends. Okay, so there's our 3 reference documents that we're going to use when we're crafting our prompt. Now I'm going to pop back into Copilot for Microsoft 365 here. Now, let's start with a really basic prompt, all right? So we're going to start with our goal. So I'm going to paste this into the chat box, to the field down, the prompt box down here. Find and compile information on Contoso's new Protein Plus shake. So we'll send that across into Copilot. We'll see what we come back with. All right, so now searching for any content relating to Protein Plus that might be relevant to us. So we can see here that Copilot's come back with a document titled Market Trend Report around the protein shake, which is this one here that we did open before. We've got a little bit of a summary here and we've got a link to that document itself. Now, that's okay. It's fairly basic. Doesn't give us a lot. Gives us a little bit of a summary. But what would be better is if we provided a little bit more context, maybe specify some sources, and then also set some expectations. So let's build on this prompt. Now, what we might want to do is add a little bit of context here as well. So I'm going to now build on this prompt and we'll build it out as we go along. So I'm just extending this a little bit so we can see here I've got find and compile information on Contoso's new Protein Plus shake for an upcoming quarterly business review. So we're adding a little bit more context. We need an executive summary as well as details on the social media campaign and competing products. All right, so we're setting some context here. Now, a better prompt building on top of this, now this is good, but building on top of this to give us a little bit of a better prompt is that we might want to now add some sources. All right, so if we build on this a little bit more, we might now put this in. So we'll go look for information in and let's reference our documents. So let's reference this document. Let's reference the market trends spreadsheet, and let's also reference the chai tea market trends. All right, so we're building and we're building and we're giving more context, and now we've got some sources. So now that we've referenced these documents, let's continue to build on this prompt. So look for information in these 3 documents to write an executive summary. All right, again, here we're setting some expectations here and giving it more context and some sources. Let's finish off this prompt by saying the summary should sound professional with a hopeful tone about our release blockers. The competitive analysis should also include links to the relevant products in a table. All right, so now we're setting some expectations. We're setting clear expectations. We've got our sources that we've specified. We've got our context, and we've got our goal. So we started with our goal and we've just built on top of that. All right, so let's send this across into Copilot now. Now, again, reading this prompt, looking through these documents, sourcing the information, and now we're building an executive summary, giving us some information about our social media campaign. And now we've also got a competitive analysis. We've got a table. We've got some release blockers as well. And you can see that we've got some reference material here pointing to the document that it's getting this information from as well. All right, so that example there just shows how we can start with a really simple goal from a one sentence prompt giving to Copilot, but then building on top of that by adding more context, specifying some sources, which we can do. We can specify Copilot to look at reference documents as well, but then also setting some clear expectations. Now, obviously, we want to review this and make sure it's correct and it's sounding good. But now we can take this as our starting point, and it really has given us the foundational or the building blocks of the next stage of our process. So I hope that brings you some value, actually seeing this in action and building out and crafting from a really simple prompt, which is our goal, and then building on top of that, adding context, adding sources, and then also setting our expectations. Thanks again for watching, and remember, if you haven't subscribed to the Copilot Studio, head over to thecopilotstudio.com, pop your email address in there, and you'll get this type of learning and training and advice and use cases delivered directly to your inbox. Thanks for watching. See you next time.